just moments ago, you watched it live. The Pentagon held a briefing declaring Operation Epic Fury in Iran, quote, a victory with a capital V. Secretary of War Pete Hegseth praising the president as the U.S. and Iran reach a 2-week ceasefire deal.
No other president has shown the courage and resolve of this commander-in-chief. President Trump forged this moment. Iran begged for this ceasefire, and we all know it.
Earlier this morning, President Trump posted on Truth Social, quote, the United States will work closely with Iran, which we have determined has gone through what will be a very productive regime change. There will be no enrichment of uranium. The United States will, working with Iran, dig up and remove all of the deeply buried nuclear dust. It is now and has been under very exacting satellite surveillance. Nothing has been touched from the date of the attack. We are and will be talking tariff and sanctions relief with Iran. Many of the 15 points have already been agreed to. All right, let's break down all of this now. NewsNation's Joe Khalil is live now on the phone with the very latest. Okay, Joe, so what are we digesting this morning? We just had that press conference. What's new?
Yes, I can tell you from inside the Pentagon, inside that press briefing, we heard Secretary Hegseth essentially say that the military goals of Operation Epic Fury have been completed, have been achieved, and that this is, as you laid out there, he says, a victory with a capital V. He also said that the Strait of Hormuz is going to be open. Now, President Trump did post on True Social today the full statement from the Iranian foreign minister, which did say the strait would be open, although subject to the Iranian armed forces as ships come through. So there may be some complications there. Nonetheless, Secretary Hegseth said the military's job is done, and then he caveated for now. That is what we heard him say, among several other things. But take a listen to how he described, in his view, the goals being accomplished already. Here's what he said.
Leading state sponsor of terrorism proved utterly incapable of defending itself, its people, or its territory. President Trump had the power to cripple Iran's entire economy in minutes. But he chose mercy. The Iranians, humiliated and demoralized, we control their fate, not the other way around. That's why they came to the table.
So, Elizabeth, the question that I had that I'm not sure was very clearly answered yet is that since the ceasefire agreement had been announced overnight, Iran still fired off dozens of missiles at the U.S.'s Gulf allies, at Qatar, at Bahrain, in the UAE, all of them reporting this morning that they'd intercepted missiles and drones overnight. So I think it's a serious question and a fair question about whether Iran has already violated this ceasefire. There was a version of that question that was asked, and the secretary essentially said that Iran needs to change its behavior in that sense. But for more specifics on what the U.S. has done, General Kane laid out that 80%, he said, of Iran's missile capability, of the factories that they use to manufacture missiles, have been hit, targeted, and destroyed. So he said it would take years for Iran to reconstitute its missile defense system. He also said that more than 90% of their naval assets had been destroyed. More than 80% of all of their weapons capability have been destroyed. So those are obviously serious achievements here. But as we continue to watch, I think the big question is going to be, does Iran hold to this ceasefire? Do we see more missiles through the day, overnight, targeting Israel or targeting American assets in the Gulf? Again, something that could very well upset this right now seemingly delicate ceasefire agreement. As you heard from the military, however, they seem pretty bullish and optimistic about where we are right now.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.